Have you ever held on to something so tightly that your hands started to hurt, but you still refuse to let go? Yeah. That's not strength. That's emotional cramps. Today we're talking about the psychology of letting go, why it feels so hard, why our brain hates it, and how learning to release things can quietly change your entire life. Now imagine this: you're holding a cup of coffee. Warm, comfortable. Feels good. But what if I tell you to hold it for 5 minutes? Easy. 15 minutes? Still okay. An hour? Your arm starts shaking. 2 hours? Pain. The coffee didn't get heavier. You just held it for too long. That's exactly how emotions work. We don't suffer because of what happened. We suffer because we keep holding it. Your brain is actually designed to hold on. From an evolutionary point of view, letting go feels dangerous. Bad memory? Remember it so you don't get hurt again. Old relationship? Don't release it, you invested time. Past failure? Replay it again, maybe you'll fix it. Your mind is like that one friend who keeps reminding you of embarrassing moments from 2012. Not helpful. Just loud. Psychologists call this loss aversion. We feel the pain of losing something more strongly than the joy of gaining something new. That's why people stay in toxic relationships, dead-end jobs, or arguments that ended years ago but somehow still live rent-free in their head. Letting go feels like losing control. But here's the plot twist: most of the time, you never had control to begin with. You can't control how someone treated you. You can't control how things ended. You can't control the past no matter how many late-night overthinking sessions you schedule. Yet we try. We replay conversations in the shower. We imagine better comebacks while brushing our teeth. We win arguments in our head that already ended. And our brain says, "See, productive." It's not. Holding on is your brain's way of avoiding uncertainty. Because weirdly, familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar peace. Think about it. You might say, "I hate this situation," but deep down your mind says, "At least I know how this hurts." Letting go means stepping into the unknown. And the brain hates unknowns. Here's a simple example. Ever keep old clothes you know you'll never wear? You open your cupboard, see them, sigh, and close it again. Why keep them? Maybe someday. That someday never comes. Emotions work the same way. We keep emotional clutter because maybe someday it'll make sense. But clarity doesn't come from holding tighter, it comes from releasing. Now here's the part nobody tells you: letting go doesn't mean pretending it didn't matter. It doesn't mean forgive and forget overnight. It doesn't mean becoming emotionally cold. Letting go means accepting reality without fighting it. Acceptance sounds boring, but it's powerful. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" you shift to, "Okay, this happened, now what?" That shift alone reduces emotional pain significantly. Studies show that emotional suffering increases when we resist reality. Pain plus resistance equals suffering. Pain plus acceptance equals healing. And yes, letting go feels uncomfortable at first. Like cleaning a wound. It stings before it heals. But every time you choose not to replay that memory, every time you stop checking their profile, every time you don't explain yourself to people who already decided not to understand, you're teaching your brain a new pattern. You're saying, "We're safe even without holding this." And slowly, your nervous system relaxes. One day, you realize something strange: you didn't move on. You simply stopped carrying the weight. And life feels lighter. Not perfect. Just lighter. So here's a small question to leave you with. What are you still holding that's secretly holding you back? You don't have to drop it all at once, just loosen your grip. Your hands deserve rest.